We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. When you look at the Saints defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is Darnold. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's 3rd and 6. And Darnold's going to change the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Well, they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll take this down to the 26. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. He'll take it inside the 25. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice.
And shedding the tackle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You look at the Saints defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A give left side here for Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The turnover putting in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt for New Orleans. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That pass caught. It's Williams fighting his way through contact. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now 3rd down and very long. Darnold from the gun. There's Chris Olave. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's Matthew Hayball now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is gone. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is taken at the 18. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now he gets free up the left sideline. Off to the races. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they can't bring him down. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Darnold. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
And he'll find Moreau here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. The solids. And he is going to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
This will be caught by Brown. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first. Now it's Darnold. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Herbert is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Noah Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions get a bit closer.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start to move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this out to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. A big special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, Goff. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Goff throwing again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They got 29 yards that time. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. In motion right is the running back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Groupie for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 50, it's gone. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And he's got it. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. 2nd and goal from the 1. To the air again. Gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And in for the Lions touchdown. Noah Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
37, Lions 27.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory. So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.